So, if you remember, to put the pedicle screws, we start with putting this Jamshidi inside of the bone in this structure. I usually stimulate that up to 20 milliamp, but anything above 15 milliamp is usually good enough to say that we are not like in the wrong place touching the nerves or spinal cord. Now, there's something specific here that is of importance. Sometimes there is a small little vein that bends and turns around the nerve, goes inside of the bone, and then the electricity is carried by that vein, which has electrolyte, blood inside of it, to the nerve. Now, in that case, you get maybe a signal where you don't expect the signal. X-ray shows everything is fine, but you get a signal. Now, if you go higher up on that milliamp or energy amount, if you have direct contact, the amount of the signal in your leg increases. But if the value is transferred, the energy is transferred by the vein, that number doesn't go up. Meaning that you get a signal, let's say at 14 milliamp, you go to 15 and 16, you don't get any increase in the signal in the leg. That means that this is probably not a real signal, because the real signal would increase if you give more energy here, you get more energy in the leg. Now, that vein is surprisingly, when you take the small, practically Jamshidi out and put a much larger screw, which is this size, that signal goes away. And the reason for that is that bigger screw plugs the vein and prevent the signal to go through the vein. So that is a false positive signal that is mostly you see with smaller things like Jamshidi and K-wire, but not with the actual screw, because it expands and plugs that hole.
Awesome.